I'll now show a recording in which a toddler aged about 17 and a half months did some experiments with a pencil and a sheet of paper with a hole in it, which seemed to involve the ability to formulate and test a conjecture in three-dimensional topology, more than one conjecture, even though her ability to formulate sentences in English at that time was limited to sentences of most about 2 words, perhaps 3. So that raises deep questions about what was going on inside her brain when she formulated her conjectures. Here's the little girl. She had previously been playing with a pencil and a sheet of paper over there, scribbling on it, and lost interest and started crawling down along here towards where I was sitting. And I happened to have a low quality camera, so I started recording a video, and after she had already picked up the paper and the pencil. And this is what happened when she pushed the pencil through the paper. You can see she pushes it through, she pulls it back, she then decides to push it through the other side, pushes it through, pulls it back, then pushes it through the first side, and then pulls it out again. Now I want to show that again a bit more slowly and make some comments about what was going on. Reduce the speed a bit. She seemed at every stage to know exactly what she was doing. So there's no messing around. The end of the pencil went straight into the hole and she pulled it back. She had quite a tricky job holding the pencil in the paper in such a way that it remained in place while she pulled the pencil out. It was tending to buckle and bend, but she seemed to have a grip on it there. And very rapidly after pulling it out, she decided, I don't know at what stage she formed the intention, to push the pencil through the hole from the opposite direction. Notice that she did several things in parallel. One was rotate the sheet of paper so that the other side of the hole was in view, tilt her head and change her gaze in just the right way to be able to look at that, and at the same time moved her hand holding the pencil without looking at it through space, through quite a complicated trajectory in which the pencil was changing its height and also its orientation until she brought it down pretty accurately, pointing through the hole, and pushed it in, slight adjustments, then pulled it out, pushed it in again. So what that suggests to me is that she had in mind as a rich structured intention at various stages during this performance, and possibly more than one, because she had an intention to achieve something, and that required an intention to achieve a sub-goal. So for instance, when she saw the paper, she presumably formed an intention to do something with it, and that required the sub-goal of moving towards it. And when she got close enough, she changed her posture, which you couldn't see in the video because it started only after she had done that, from a crawling posture to a kneeling posture, and picked up the paper, and then started moving the pencil through space in an appropriate way so that she could then push it through. So this is all very complicated, and I suspect no current robot can do this sort of thing, especially without any training. And I suspect no neuroscientist or psychologist has any idea what is going on in the brain that enables her to represent those various intentions and sub-goals, and to work out what to do, and even to formulate the conjecture that there is a route through the position where the pencil is going through the hole in one direction to the position where it's going through the same hole in the other direction, which is essentially a conjecture about a route in three-dimensional space. So it's a conjecture in three-dimensional topology.